Hi guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, for today's video is math tutorial tayo. Kala nyo makeup, no? So, since midterm ko bukas is way ko na din to para mag-review and sabay ko na rin sa pag-vlog. So, ang topic ko ngayon is powers of trigonometric function, integral calculus. So, let's start. So let's start with the first example. What is the antiderivative of cosine cube x dx? So what am I gonna do here is separate the cube power, so it will be cosine squared x cosine x dx. So based on the example given, cosine x is equals to 1 minus sine square x. So this will be cosine x dx. So the value of u will be sine x, and du is the derivative of u, which is cosine x dx. So, to get the value of dx, we divide both sides by cosine x. Cancel. So, dx is equal to du over cosine x. So, now we can substitute the value of u and du. So, it will be 1 minus u squared cosine x du over cosine x. So we can cancel cosine x. So the antiderivative of 1 is simply u minus u cubed over 3 plus c. So the last step is to get the value of u, which is sine x minus sine cube x over 3 plus c. So this is our final answer. So let's work on another example. What is the antiderivative of cosine raised to 5x dx? So just like the first one, so this will be cosine raised to 4x cosine x dx. So let's separate again the fourth power. So this will be cosine squared x cosine squared x cosine x dx. So let's simplify. So this will be cosine squared x squared times cosine x dx. So based on the formula given, we can substitute this as 1 minus sine squared x squared times cosine x dx. So now we can get the value of u. So this will be sine x. So the derivative of u is cosine x dx. Just like the other, just divide both sides by cosine x. So dx is equals to du over cosine x. So now we substitute the value of u. So this will be 1 minus u squared times cosine x. So dx is equals to du over cosine x. So we can cancel cosine x. So what are we gonna do here is extract the power of 2. So this will be 1 minus u squared times 1 minus u squared du. So in this part, we can use the FOIL method. So this will be 1 times 1 times negative u squared times 1, and then negative u squared times negative u squared. So the answer will be 1 minus u squared minus u squared plus u raised to 4th power du. Now let's combine similar terms. So this will be 1 minus 2u squared plus u raised to 4th power times du. So now we can get the derivative of this. So 1 is simply u minus 2u cubed over 3 plus u raised to 5 over 5 plus du is simply c. So to get the final answer is we need to substitute the value of u, which is sine x. So this will be sine x minus 2 over 3 sine cubed x plus 1/5 sine raised to 5x plus c. So this is our final answer. So let's try another one. What is the antiderivative of sine raised to 5x cosine squared x dx? So let's separate the exponent of sine. So this will be sine x sine raised to 4x cosine squared x dx. Now let's separate again the 4th power. So this will be sine x sine squared x sine squared x cosine squared x dx. So now let's substitute both the sine squared x. So this will be 1 minus cosine squared x times 1 minus cosine squared x cosine squared x dx. So our u will be cosine x and du will be negative sine x dx. So divide both sides by negative sine x. So our dx will be du over negative sine x. So now we substitute the values. So this will be sine x times 1 minus u squared times 1 minus u squared times u squared du over negative sine x. So cancel sine x and the negative sign will be in front. So this will be negative, the antiderivative of the product of these two, just like what we did on the other one. So this will be 1 minus 2u squared plus u raised to 4 times u squared du. So what are we gonna do here is distribute u squared. So this will be u squared times 1 times negative 2u squared times u raised to 4. So this will be u raised to 2 minus 2u raised to 4 plus u raised to 6 times du. So we distribute the negative sign and get the derivative of this. So this will be u cubed over 3 plus 2u raised to 5 over 5 minus u raised to 7 over 7 plus c. So the last step is we substitute the value of u. So this will be negative cosine cube x over 3 plus 2 cosine raised to 5x over 5 minus cosine raised to 7x over 7 plus c. So this is our final answer. So let's try this last example. What is the antiderivative of sine cube x cosine squared x dx? So we separate the exponent of sine. So this will be sine x sine squared x times cosine squared x dx. So next is we substitute the value of sine squared x. So this will be 1 minus cosine squared x times cosine squared x dx. So now we can get the value of u. So this will be cosine x du will be the derivative of u, which is negative sine x dx. Get the value of dx, so divide both sides by negative sine x. Cancel. Dx is equal to du over negative sine x. So now we substitute the values. So sine x times 1 minus u squared times u squared du over negative sine x. So cancel sine x. So the negative sign will be in front. So again, we distribute the value of u squared. So this will be u squared minus u raised to 4 du. So next is we derive this and distribute the value of negative sign. So the last step is to substitute the value of u. So this will be negative cosine cube x over 3 plus cosine raised to 5x over 5 plus c. So this will be our final answer.